We have the best competitive balance in all of sports, the best in our history. Every team has a chance to win. We had 7 different teams in the playoffs this year than we did last year, which again is a testament to our great competitive balance. But when a team is what you might call a modern-day dynasty, that's a testament to the organization and the players.
We were looking at the prices of some of the tickets, $4,800 and change for a club level seat. I mean, we made a comparison here. You could buy a Cartier watch for $60 less than that.
Actually, I think standing room is going for more than $1,000 in the secondary.
Standing room?
Standing room. But I think that, in addition to the fact that this is a great franchise with a great history, an original 6 team, they haven't clinched the Stanley Cup on home ice in 77 years, not since 1938. And I think the fact that everybody in Chicago wants to be in the United Center is a function as to what's happening to ticket prices on the secondary market.
This may not be the most popular when it comes to...
You shrunk it.
Yeah, we made a little Stanley Cup here. The hockey is not exactly, when you talk about pro sports, the most popular. Football, Major League Baseball, basketball.
We hold our own.
Yeah, you do. But this is arguably
the best.
The most widely recognized trophy in all of pro sports.
Hardest trophy to win, and it's the most iconic trophy. You win it, you get your name on it, you are immortal. There are over 2,000 names on the Stanley Cup, but this is the most revered trophy in all sports. It's funny, when you see it go to places, which I do a lot, it's almost like this.
A person.
It has a charisma. It's incredible.
It really does. It does have a personality of its own, as does each team in this league. But what's happening to the Phoenix Coyotes, Gary? You know, people are wondering about this.
People are focusing on us. There's ownership now in Arizona, but the city of Glendale seems to have taken leave of its senses and tried to terminate the lease, which has been validly negotiated and in force and in effect. I don't want to go much further because it's subject to litigation out there, but the court issued a temporary restraining order, and we expect the Coyotes to be in Arizona.
They will stay in Arizona, you say?
Yes, they will.
Okay, well, if you want to talk about what's a leave of temporary sanity, Mark Lazarus of NBC Sports said last week he thinks that the hockey players should shave their postseason beards. Does he not know, Gary, that is a massive tradition?
We are a sport of history and tradition. Mark's a great partner, but we don't always agree on everything.
Well, we think that was a shameless play for the millennial viewer because he said, oh, let them show their young, gorgeous faces.
But people are talking about the Stanley Cup playoffs. Our playoffs are so intense, not just physically and mentally, and growing a beard has been part of the history and tradition. I think it actually started with the Islanders in the 80s.
But to be clear, NBC Sports cannot force these players to shave their beards.
We wouldn't, you know, Mark raised this with us probably a year ago. Obviously, it didn't get a lot of traction then.
When you look at what's going on with hockey overall, you've got a lot of owners who are billionaires. Jeffrey Vinnick, who owns the Lightning, ran the Magellan Fund. He's a hedge fund guy. Wayne Huizenga, back with the Panthers in the olden days. He was Blockbuster and Auto Nation. What is it about NHL teams that attract billionaire business people?
Well, I think it's all of the 4 major sports leagues in this day and age, based on the importance of sports as programming, what it does for a community, what's involved in terms of an investment.
When and if you ever step down, which of these teams?
I'm going to wear the...
I'm hinting the Los Angeles Kings.
No, that's your affinity.
This is my team. Okay.
I root for the guys in the striped shirts, the officials. They do a great job. They don't get enough credit for what they do, and we root for them to not be an influence on the game. We want it decided by the players.
You've got to be the longest standing commissioner of pro sports in America, 22 years.
I think currently, and I think I'm also the oldest, but, what are you going to do?
You got the millennial face. How long are you going to stay, Gary?
I love what I do. That's really up to the owners, but as long as I continue to be as excited and as energized to do what I do on a daily basis, we'll keep doing it.